Oh, where'd I go? I kind of just didn't turn my camera on. I don't have anything set up yet, so just give me a second. What do you mean by again? Is my just to like make sure is my mic quality too loud? Hmm. Yeah, I am. It's like 8 where I live right now, and I live in Central Time, so yeah, it's pretty late. No, I haven't done one in about a month. Yeah, exactly. It's spring break for me, okay, guys? Leave me alone. Just let me get my equipment and I'll set everything up. Thanks. Well, yeah, I guess. I wasn't really planning on doing a Q&A today because, I don't know, I just didn't feel like it. I wasn't thinking about it. And then I realized, I haven't done one in a while. So I actually have an interview coming, friend. We don't know what we're going to do, but we're probably going to do it this week. So that's going to be coming soon. Hey, DDM Pictures. Okay, I almost got it set up. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the camera on really quick. I just gotta set some things up. This probably won't be long. It'll be like an hour, but I wanted to do this anyways. Well, I still have time. Oh, I haven't seen Under the Red Hood. I haven't seen many of the Batman DCAMU movies. I don't know if that's part of it, but like like the animated DC movies. I've only seen movies I only saw like Batman Year One. What else did I see? I saw Son of Batman, and Dark Apocalypse. And that's kind of it, to be honest. The majority of them I just haven't checked out yet. It's nothing really against them. I haven't been able to. Okay, I almost got it set up. Okay, now I gotta switch the camera. Hopefully this works. Okay, there we go. I got it. Yep, there we go. Sorry if like the lighting isn't the best, but it's what I'm working with. Let me know in the chat, is the mic quality fine? Who's your favorite supernatural dummy or doll? I think Chucky probably. Yeah, probably Chucky or Slap, because I grew up with like the episodes in Goosebumps when I was a kid. I think that, or Tina, like Tina from the Twilight Zone. I don't know if you guys know about her, but she's creepy. Oh, okay. Well then, I guess I don't really need to change it then. Hmm. I'm just gonna make sure the chat isn't turned off. Yep, it's still enabled. I guess no one's just saying anything. And of course, when I turn on my camera, this is when this happens. Oh, okay, no, people are asking stuff. It's just everything's really slow. Okay. I saw that scene from Whiplash, not quite my temple. Actually, I haven't seen the movie, but it looks so good. Yeah, it's a very good movie. Some people don't. I don't know. Like everyone that I know loves the movie. Everyone that I know loves Whiplash. So yeah, you probably will love it. Question: what is your favorite movie genre? Horror, probably. I mean, the more I think about horror, the more I love it. I mean, I got a Shining poster right next to me over here. Yeah, and then I got a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde one, like all the way in the back over there. So I'm a big horror guy. I love horror in general. I mean, there's not as many in my top 50 as I would like, but there's so many great ones. I mean, you got Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, you got The Shining, you have The Thing. There's so many great horror movies that Eraserhead, which is like one of my favorites now because I just watched it. Not Evil Dead. I'm sorry, that was unnecessary. But there's so many great horror movies. Yeah, but the time zones for a lot of people, it's late right now. It's 8:30 where I live right now, and I think for some people in Boston, it's like probably like 9. I don't know. And then I know for some people like the UK, it's like 3 in the morning. Actually, probably like that. Oh, I haven't really been catching up on Falcon the Winter Soldier. I don't know, it just looks so generic. I was thinking, so I'm like, okay, Falcon the Winter Soldier's coming out. If people say it's great, I'll watch it. If people don't say it's not great, then I'm not gonna bother watching because it looked so generic, and I'd really only be there for Bucky's character. I wouldn't be there for Captain America's the Falcon. I don't care for him. I think most people would probably agree with me on that, though. I know he died a little while ago. R.I.P. to Chadwick Boseman. Regardless what I think about the movies he was in, definitely rest in peace. And he did die way too soon. I don't know. I thought it delivered what it needed to. It wasn't like the most mind blowing finale where it gave me all these things I didn't expect coming. It gave me what I wanted. It's honestly a lot like I don't know. Is it a good is it a good idea to compare to Endgame? Uh, I don't know. It was a good finale in my opinion. It gave me it gave me what I thought was right for the character. Sorry, I'm just like gonna spam my live stream to everybody. If you could make any two horror killers to have a crossover, who would they be? Let me think about that. It's hard to say because I don't know. Like I don't watch that many like horror serial killer movies as much as I like because I'm 13. But from what I've seen, I really don't know. I'd really have to think about that. Nope, never heard of it. I agree with you there. It was not good, but it was good, but not the greatest finale. I mean, yeah, I'd probably it was pretty good. It did what was necessary for the character in WandaVision, in my opinion. So yeah. Now time to spam this to every single Discord server and beg them to come on here because I have no friends. taking forever. DC has a lot more varieties of genre than Marvel. You're probably right. You're probably right. I don't know if my internet, like, there's this weird thing that's popping up saying my internet's really low. I guess that's popping up now. So if there's any lag, I apologize. But you're probably right, actually, because if you think about it, Marvel kind of just goes in the comic book lane. I mean, I'm not saying that they haven't done interesting things outside the box like Logan or Deadpool, but they do stay inside the same genre. It's fine. You can do that. So I don't really think that's really a bash or an insult towards their movies. Which has better live action movies, DC or Marvel? Okay, here we go. So honestly, DC Marvel, I think, are probably around tied when it comes to overall, TV shows. I don't know about comic books, but TV shows, video games, and that other stuff. But when it comes to movies, I prefer DC. And I will show you that because of the fact that I feel like with DC's movies, they're more enjoyable to me, and I would rather watch them more than Marvel's movies. Like, Batman and Robin is a terrible movie. I think we know that, but it is so fun. It is a non-stop thrill ride that you cannot help but enjoy. It is so entertaining, and that's what makes it such a great movie to watch, even if it's not very good. Probably the same thing with Batman Forever, even though I'd rather watch Batman and Robin than Batman Forever. The only DC movie I can think of the only two DC movies I can think of that I would never watch and I could never possibly enjoy are Justice League 2017 and what's the other one? Let me think. Superman 4. Those are the only two that I could never enjoy. Every other one I could at least put on and bear it. With Marvel, however, I cannot stand Guardians 2. I cannot stand Captain Marvel. I don't like Iron Man 2. I will never watch it again. I do not like Iron Man 3. So yeah, I prefer DC. And even then, I think they've made some of the best comic book movies ever made. The Dark Knight, one of the greatest movies ever made in general. My favorite comic book movie, which it changed. V for Vendetta, a phenomenal movie that's different. It takes it's from this dystopian genre that something interesting and unique for comic book movies. And Batman 1989, which was this icon. You get what I mean? It was really impactful. I'm sorry if I rambled on, but I needed to explain my opinion there. I never compared Marvel with Joker. I don't know if you're saying I did or not, but I haven't seen Joker. I never compared it. Agreed. I really like Marvel too, though. I like both. I enjoy both for what they are now. Far From Home broke me, and then WandaVision kind of healed that and made me like the MCU a good amount again. Fair enough. I enjoy Marvel. I think that they have good movies. I mean, I don't know if you're talking about the MCU or Marvel in general, but if you mean the MCU, then I agree with you. But I think Marvel outside of that, they made some great stuff. I mean, this Raimi trilogy, which is they're some of the most iconic, basically, Marvel movies ever. The first two X-Men movies, which first one's good, and then X2 I think is amazing. I mean, I know some people don't like it, but I love it. Days of Future Past is this great time travel movie that's so interesting, captivating. Deadpool, which is an absolute blast, and even Logan, which I'm not a big fan of, I still think it's really good. So I think even outside, Marvel has some good stuff. Oliver can explain that to you. I died laughing when I saw the visuals of Deadpool. Really? I actually think the visuals are pretty good. I mean, I gave Deadpool a 5 out of 5, not because of how well made it is, but just because of how entertaining it is. Agreed. I hate it with a burning passion. Do you want an essay or do you want the main idea? Because I could give you an essay and I could be as pretentious as I normally am in my videos, but part of what I hate about Guardians 2 so much is its structure, because it doesn't have one. I mean, there's this whole thing with the Sovereign that just happens at the beginning of the movie, and they steal these batteries because Rocket's stupid, and then it's this whole subplot that goes nowhere. And then you have this whole thing with like them chasing them down and stuff, and then you have this whole thing with like Dad and Ego, which it's so inconsistent because it's this nice two playing catch them being a murderer, I guess, and then this whole thing happens that's just dumb, and it's this whole CGI planet thing that looks horrendous. The planet in that movie looks disgusting. I don't know how anyone could say it looks good. The CGI in that movie is garbage. And when he's trying to take over the planet and stuff, it's just like, what are we doing here? What is all of this? What is happening? What else is Taserface? What was Taserface? Mantis is terror. Don't even get me started on Mantis. Drax was ruined in this movie because now he's just a complete joke. In the first movie, he was someone that was very serious, but at the same time there were unintentional jokes that were coming from him about stuff like fish out of water comedy. That was unintentional as his part, and like not jokes that he was trying to make. But in this, he's just trying to be funny, and it doesn't make sense. It doesn't work at all. I don't know what went on. I hope Guardians 2 is a lot better because I really was not a fan of Guardians 2 at all. Zack Snyder has earned my respect with his Justice League, best Snyder film, in my opinion. It seems like a lot of people think that. I think most people say it's the best DCU film. I think a lot of people, it seems like people think it's the best DC film, which I wouldn't go as far to say. I think The Dark Knight, V for Vendetta are way better. I mean, not way better, but I think they're better. And I think it's the best DC film. Yeah, it's the best Snyder movie, but at the same time, I haven't seen Watchmen, which is supposed to be very good from what I've heard. I haven't seen 300, which is supposed to be good according to most Snyder fans. And movies like that I can't really judge it because I've only seen, besides Dawn of the Dead, the remake, which I really liked, I actually prefer to the original and a lot more. Besides that, I haven't seen much else from him outside the DCU. I haven't seen anything from him outside the DCU. So. Citizen Kane is on HBO Max. I'm thinking about watching it. Thoughts? I need to rewatch it. So there, I need to rewatch it. Good. Death Battle is doing Lex Luthor versus Doctor Doom. Who do you think will win? I don't know what Death Battle is. Is that like a YouTube thing? Death Battle. Oh, okay. So it's like this. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what this is. This video is sponsored by StreamYard, the best streaming service ever. Right now located in the top right-hand corner of Gavin's stream on his screen of his live stream. Imagine if I got sponsored by StreamYard, though. Homecoming and Far From Home make me hesitate about Spider-Man No Way Home. I want Peter Parker to have relatable problems. He's supposed to not catch a break. Spider-Man 2 is better. I agree, but at the same time, I disagree with some of what you said. Because I like Homecoming. I hate Far From Home with a passion, but I think Homecoming is good, despite its flaws. And you said that there's no relatable problems with him, but at the same time, there is. He's balancing through high school. He has there's issues at the prom that he has. There's social media bullies that he has to deal with. There are relatable issues in there. It's just sometimes they're not handled that well. But yeah, I am skeptical after Far From Home. I really do not like it. It's probably my least favorite MCU movie at this point. I do agree. Spider-Man 2 is better. I think The Amazing Spider-Man is the best Spider-Man movie. But I agree with you for the most part. No, I don't want it. Favorite show on Netflix? Avatar: Last Airbender. It's my favorite show so far. I finished it. I want to do a video on it eventually. It's hard to really can do a whole review. I have to do an essay on it. So. Wow, it's funny how I said StreamYard is the best streaming service ever when I don't even use it. It's not even a streaming service. Yeah, I guess a streaming platform. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. When I think of streaming service, I think of Hulu, Prime Video, Netflix, HBO Max, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I watch High Tops. I actually watch High Top a good amount. Like if I'm in the mood for like a comic book, uh, like review or like anything related to like comic book stuff, like TV shows, movies, games. I watch his videos, and I mean, as much as I disagree with him in the Snyder Cut, as much as I don't think he brought up the best points, and as much as I could really just go against it, I love High Top stuff. I think he's great. Question: what is your favorite? No, I don't watch reality TV shows. I don't really play many video games, to be honest. I'd probably say the video game I play the most right now, the two video games I'm playing the most right now are Marvel vs. Capcom, the Infinity Edition, or Rocket League. I don't play much. I'm not playing much else right now. Favorite Zack Snyder's Justice League character. I think my favorite. Most people say Cyborg, but to be honest, I'd probably say the Flash because of his whole arc, his whole thing with him constantly messing up and then able to finally succeed at the end of the movie, and his whole thing with his father and that idea. And I think it's great. I love that. You don't have to apologize. It's just a reality TV show thing. I just don't watch them. It has nothing to do with you. I just have never watched one before. Have you ever watched Malcolm in the Middle? No, I haven't. I think I'm gonna end it here, you guys. Everyone left, so I'm not just gonna stand here the whole time. That's gonna be the video, the live stream, I guess. So.